Hi everyone, this is Kylo and me, and I'm here with Saber. And he's all nice and good, just like it says on his tag. Nice and good for this video. That's about my German Shepherd figures. Now you have been seeing my plushies in a previous video, I believe. And in this video I would like to show you my German Shepherd figures that I've been collecting. Well, I'm going to start by showing you the smaller ones. And I would like to start by showing you this little one together with some others from the same Schleich assortment, the puppy and the sitting one. Now I believe this was the male, and I think these guys are retired. They're hard to find, I think, now. At least they are not in shops as far as I know, not anymore. And I think this one look really nice. He has also markings, but his face is a bit messed up. And I love, well, he's a pretty big guy too for a figure. I really love his markings. I was really glad I could collect him. It was actually my very first German Shepherd figure. I got the puppy from the same assortment, and as you can see, also his face a bit messed up, but it's not that bad. And I think this is a sitting up female, and I just enjoyed putting some markings on her, so. And I like the fact that they have different markings just because I have been collecting some of them. Now they all look different, see? Now they have been making some changes after designing these ones. In the next ones that came out, we had this little female, which looks kind of nice. This time she's looking backwards, and here the markings are less clear actually. There's well, the markings aren't that not that much contrast in the markings this time. And then, well, this is the same dog. I put some other markings on her because I prefer those darker markings. So these are actually two same dogs. This one is one that was given to me actually. And here is another one with markings. This is the male. This time they have been designing a sitting up male instead of a standing male. Maybe I can put them up if I can. It's really hard with a blanket. So yeah. And in the newer German Shepherd figure design they made, they have been designing this little guy. He looks a bit fatter, and well, I'm not that sure there is a male and a female this time. I only found this one, and I think they did a better job on the face this time, as you can see. Too bad the figures even got smaller. So I'm gonna show you just the difference with the very first male I showed you. Here he is. See, there's a big difference in size. They have been designing smaller figures. Also, this one is kind of flat and really soft, while this one has some kind of well, they wanted to bring the feature of the coat and the fur, I think, so the touch is more rough than this one. Also, as you can see, they have been doing a better job on the colors, the shades of brown in his fur. And from this newest assortment, well, also his tongue is hanging out. They did a really good job on this one compared with this one, see. Actually, I prefer this one. This is really one that I really love the most. I also got a puppy, and he's kind of dark. He also has different shades. And also, this time on this puppy, I think they did a better job on the design. Also, if you compare him with the puppy from the very first assortment, I collected. I don't really know which ones were the previous ones. So I think there's a big difference, and they look awesome. So that's it for my Schleich German Shepherds. Now I'm going to show you some others. Hold on. Just going to put them back in their box. I have two little ones from the thrift shop. I found this adorable playful one, which I really love. He feels a bit rubbery, but I love his markings. He looks really funny. And I hope he's not gonna break, because I think that if he dries up, he might break. But he looks just so sweet. He was in a bag with all kinds of stuff. And there was another German Shepherd there too. I love the bent ear he has. And they had this little standing one. This is my little Thunderbolt. He looks a bit like Thunderbolt, as you can see. So these guys are kind of small. I'm lucky my zoom works well this time. So I think this one looks nice too. I was happy I found these two in one same bag. I just love the position of this one. He's adorable. And then my, well, two last German Shepherds I would like to show you are, first of all, this little guy. This is not really a toy, it's more like a small ornament figure with very messed up markings that I found on the coast. Was really cheap, and I have been correcting the markings a bit just to make him look more beautiful. I got him for $3, I think. Really, not that much. He's really beautiful. But this is actually, I think, a breakable guy. It's not a toy. And also in some kind of a animal, a basket full of animal figures, I found this guy. And he, well, in general, in those animal baskets of figures, the figures look awful in coloring and design, so I know this one looks really ugly. But there's a big difference with those figures compared with the Schleich figures and the Papo figures, so I like the shape of him, but he's probably the most ugly one I have. Anyway, I love him. So these were all my small German Shepherds. Now maybe after seeing all my small German Shepherds, you might be interested in seeing the small wolves I have been collecting. There are just 6 of them, so I might show you them now. Doesn't really matter. For now I don't really collect that much wolf figures because that would be a bit much. Also because I have no room for them. So if I found a really nice one, well, maybe. But for now I only collect really small wolf figures. I'm going to start by showing you one that's have been very loved so far in a video I made earlier. I have been making a video of this, hold on, beautiful Papo wolf figure, which I really love. It's a big figure and a beautiful position, and the markings are just so awesome. I just love her. It's a female wolf. And well, actually there's a family, and this is the female. I just love the way she walks and her little paw pads, really cute. And that she still has her tag on her. So these figures are from Papo. And they are comparable with the quality of the Schleich figures. So these figures really look good, just like the Schleich ones. So this is Mrs. Papo female. And here is Mr. Papo male. And the male has been designing in a holding position, so he holds. And I love the teeth. It's well made, with his eyes closed. And he's just standing up. And too bad the tail is hidden between his legs. You really should see the tail. It's really hidden. As you can see here, he has like no breasts on him, so see, there's a difference with a female. So this is the male. He looks really beautiful. And of course they have a cub, which is right here. So also the cub is pretty big actually for a figure as well. He's really good size. And he's really cute. I was lucky to find the male and the cub together. And as I had a female, I decided to get them too. Just to have the family. So that's it for the Papo ones. Sorry. Now these are two Schleich figures. They come from the latest assortment. I've never been collecting the previous wolves they made. I didn't start my collection earlier, so I only could collect these ones so far from Schleich. I don't really like that one because of the crappy fur he has. But I'm pretty sure they wanted to make a nice job on the details on him. I just hope they will do a better job on his face too. He's not my favorite one. I have been seeing better wolves of him, so of this brand. Too bad I didn't collect them. And I have been finding a white wolf too. I was really surprised to find a white wolf. They never had one before, as far as I know. And she's just so beautiful. Now I didn't name these figures, but she is just so, well, she looks a bit like a female. She's just so beautiful. I was really surprised. I thought, is it a fox? Is it a jackal? Is it a... I wasn't that sure it was a wolf. I was really surprised and amazed they finally made a white wolf, so he's wonderful. So these are the two Schleich wolves I have been collecting. And here we have a bigger wolf figure that I've been collecting. Too bad his markings are kinda boring. He has just one brown shade color, not that special. He's pretty heavy, but I like the material and the quality. In general, wolf figures are kinda rare, so I was really happy to find this good looking one. He really is good looking. I think it's a female too. No, it's not a female. I wasn't that sure, but he has like funny hair on his belly, and I made this little loom band for him, and I just love the finishing of the jaws and the mouth. For a very cheap figure, he's very well finished, and I really appreciate that. Too bad to have such a beautiful big figure and that it really looks ugly. So, except from the color, I love this figure. Now let's continue with some bigger figures. Now the ones that I'm going to show you now are still pretty small, but the three next ones that I'm going to show you are figures that were actually presents from my aunt. So, well, for Christmas she gave me these little shepherds. I think I bought this one myself. And this one. Now let's have a look at them. These are just random figures that don't really belong to a certain brand. This is the standing up one, and as you can see, he looks a bit cartoony, but he looks still pretty nice. Don't mind the loom band around his neck. These are actually loom bands I found in the thrift shop that I put on them. So yeah, this is a cute, good-looking one. And as I said, I really love the fact that they are all different. So this is a little smaller guy standing up. This is an adorable one sitting, putting a paw up. Too bad apparently he got damaged. That's too bad. However, his eyes are glowing. They're just so cute. And well, as you can see, these figures are a bit bigger in size than the previous ones. These aren't toys anymore. These are really some kind of ornaments. I'll still have a look in the thrift shop if I find some beautiful German Shepherds. I'm going to show you some others that come from the thrift shop. This is a more natural looking one. Also sitting up guy with darker markings. Also one that my aunt gave me. Really good looking too. I love his sturdy legs. And the way he's sitting, and the little nails that are painted in black. This is a really good looking one.